Hey everybody, welcome to Bucket Man Scouting. I apologize that I have not posted anything in 3 weeks. I've just been busy with a lot of personal stuff, so I apologize for the late upload. But the Denver Broncos went out and hired Vance Joseph as their defense coordinator. What this move signals to me is that Elway is still in the building. I don't believe that Sean Payton wanted Vance Joseph, because if you go back and look at Sean Payton's time with the Saints, he liked running a 4-3 defense. So now you're bringing in a defensive coordinator who was formerly the head coach of the Denver Broncos. You're bringing him for a second time around, another retread head coach, to basically be your defense coordinator when the player personnel on the defensive side of the ball for the Denver Broncos is a lot worse than people realize. They like to say it's a top 5 defense. It's not even true. The stats says they are, but the film doesn't say that. But I wanted to bring you guys today a film review on the Week 1 matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs on the All-22 film. You're not going to get this anywhere else, okay? So this is Arizona's defense with Vance Joseph this past year versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Again, the player personnel on the defensive side of the ball, I believe, is a step up for the Arizona Cardinals rather than the Denver Broncos. So let's get into this film review. Vance Joseph liked running a 3-4 attack defense. He liked to run a lot of blitz packages. You're going to see the defensive front right here was Zach Allen, who they drafted and developed out of Boston College. Zaven Collins, who Vic Fangio wanted over Patrick Surtain in that draft. And they also have Isaiah Simmons right here. So we're going to see in this play right here, you got a 2-high safety look with Thompson and Budda Baker, who's a better safety than your very own Justin Tony Lily Simmons. You have off coverage. You have number 17, Mecole Hardman, coming to motion. You have Isaiah Simmons, who they drafted out of Clemson, who I'm a very big fan of. He's a coverage-centric linebacker. And you're going to see right here, hole opens up right there. Again, the problem with Vic Fangio, or my apologies, Vance Joseph defenses is they were not very good stopping the run. They were horrible, and that goes back to his time with the Denver Broncos. I believe Vance Joseph is a very overrated coach, in my personal opinion. But again, I would rather have him over Rex Ryan, who they interviewed. And also, they brought in Matt Patricia as the linebackers coach, what I think is an absolute shit show of a hire. He's not a very good coach, in my opinion. He was the offense coordinator for the Patriots last year, and now you're bringing him in as the linebackers coach. Doesn't make any sense. But you see how they attack this edge right there. Bam, cuts back. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They attack it. And look at that offensive line for the Chiefs. And people were saying the Broncos' offensive line is better than the Chiefs' O-line. And Patrick Mahomes gave credit to this offensive line for winning the Super Bowl. He said they were a big part of winning the Super Bowl against the Eagles. So for all the people that don't understand offensive line play, you might want to go back and look at and, do your homework. So they're spreading out. You got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide receiver set. And again, on this channel, we don't cherry pick plays. We go through each series, each down, okay? So you're not going to, you got a lot of other channels out there that cherry pick plays. We don't do that here. You have Zach Allen lined out the edge. You have these 2 interior players, and you have Marcus Golden. You have Zaven Collins, who I believe is right here, lined up against this slot receiver. You have Isaiah Simmons going against this running back lined out in the slot. You have a 2-high safety look. Again, a lot of off coverage. Look at all the time. Marcus Golden gets off his man there. Patrick Mahomes doing his best because he has a guy wide open here. Has a guy wide open right here. Doing his best. Russell Wilson impersonation, gets out of the pocket. Let's watch that play again. You're going to see right here. He had a guy wide open. Holds onto the ball way too long. I think Patrick Mahomes is one of the most overrated quarterbacks of all time. In my personal opinion, I don't think he is even close to the player that they say he is in the National Football League, because they like to have princess overhyped quarterbacks. Again, he had a guy wide open. He also had a guy right open, Sky Moore, number 24, who was open there too. That was all Patrick Mahomes, in my opinion, rather than Vance Joseph. I apologize for that. See, there's no defensive push up the middle. Got some edge pressure, but that's because Mahomes is holding on to the ball too long. Okay, on this play right here, you have Travis Kelce coming in motion. Isaiah Simmons, David Collins, two-high safety look, Buda Baker, Thompson. Again, that's what I would do against Joseph defenses. I just run right at them. They're poor run defense units. And I think the Denver Broncos are going to get exposed in the running defense phase this year once again for the 8th year in a row. They haven't been able to stop the run on a consistent basis as much as they've had. This past year was okay, but other than that, when it comes to stopping the run, Vance Joseph defenses are not known to stopping the run very good. I just run at this defense if I'm any other team against the Broncos. And also, one thing I've noticed with Fangio defense, you had Vigil in there, number 59, who just got out. You have a single high safety look right here with Buda Baker. The one thing that I've noticed with Vance Joseph defense is he likes to take linebackers out of position and play an inside linebacker. Vigil is well known as a power rush outside linebacker. So again, you're probably going to get that a lot. I wouldn't mind if he moved Baron Browning back inside, but knowing the Denver Broncos, he won't have the say to do that. So Byron Murphy, who they drafted and developed out of Washington, Buda Baker, a much better safety. This middle of the field is wide open. Here comes a blitz. Again, Vance Joseph defenses are not good at stopping the run. So I think the Broncos in the run defense phase are going to get exposed this year, in my personal opinion. Gosh, poor tackling. And again, that's one thing with Joseph defenses. They're not great tacklers. They're poor tackling units. So one thing I've noticed with Vance Joseph defenses. Again, there's just no edge setting here. You got these two guys. He should have shot right there. Missed it. Isaiah Simmons getting owned by Travis Kelce. Missed tackle there and a missed tackle here. You're going to see a lot of these safety looks right here. Split safety looks with the one guy down here and this free. I believe Simmons is going to play a lot of this. Still going to get owned. But again, you see right here how they have that extra linebacker, outside linebacker right there. Again, we're going to need more of these coverage linebackers. I just have a feeling that, again, here we go. Blitzing. He's wide open right there. Throw it now. Just keeps looking for the deep ball. He had a guy wide open. Does his best. Russell Wilson looking for the deep ball, but he had an easy first down right here. I'll show you guys. I'll pause it right there. Wide open. And that's against Buda Baker, too. But again, he's looking for the deep ball. Again, do we have a guy? This is Zaven Collins, who my partner at Denver Broncos Mile High View wanted in this past draft. We do not have a linebacker that can do that. You had that in Baron Browning, but again, you put a square peg in a round hole, like I've been bringing up for many, many years. This is Zaven Collins going against Mecole Hardman. Good matchup, terrible throw. But again, you had an easier throw, in my personal opinion, with Travis Kelce going against Buda Baker here. You're going to see right here, goes on right there, wide open. The middle of the field is wide open. Again, you're going to have this guy plant his feet and go towards the end zone. Terrible throw by Patrick Mahomes. See right here, this is what I'm talking about. Vigil is a power rusher. I don't know why you're lining him up at inside linebacker. Doesn't make any sense. You should put Isaiah Simmons in that role. But again, you're having him blitz off the edge there. And Isaiah Simmons is more of that hybrid safety linebacker, which I think the Broncos need, something like that. But they don't have that. Here we go again. You have a jumbo set right here. Two tight ends set right here. Another tight end right there. Mecole Hardman lined up wide. Wide open. Throw it now. There you go. Good throw. And again, with Vance Joseph defenses, his middle of the fields are always wide open. Again, you're going to get that a lot. Again, everybody is like so happy that we brought back Vance Joseph. Well, I shouldn't say everybody. I think there's people that are skeptical, and I'm very skeptical of this move because, in my personal opinion, I like Vance Joseph over Rex Ryan. But what the problem with Vance Joseph defenses is they start off good, but then they decline throughout the year, and you're going to see that. He doesn't have great feel of the game. I just don't think he has great feel of what he does against top-notch offenses. I don't think that he is very good at scheming up coverages that can manipulate what they're running. And also, I just don't think that he predicates in terms tackling technique. I just don't think he does a very good job at getting that push up the middle. I mean, he had that with J.J. Watt that elevated the defense to some degree. But again, you still do not have people behind J.J. Watt that are developing, and J.J. Watt is the Batman to a guy like a Jordan Phillips who could be that Robin. I'm just hypothetically speaking when they had Jordan Phillips for a year. So again, in terms of the decline, I think there is going to be a decline with this Broncos defense just due to the fact that Vance Joseph defenses are poor against stopping the run, they're poor with tackling, and they're poor with their coverage manipulation, and they're poor with a lot of the type of techniques that they teach their defenders. So I just think that Vance Joseph is a very overrated defensive coordinator. I just don't think he's that I don't think he's that good. I think Egero's a much better defense coordinator, and he ran as fast as he could to Carolina. See, there's no push up the middle. And again, he likes to send these corner blitzes, which, again, right place, right time. I think this was the wrong time. Travis Kelce's wide open in the middle of the field. Budda Baker gets him. So another, again, jumbo sit right here. I love when the Denver Broncos run these because he can do a lot of bootleg passes. I kind of hope that Sean Payton incorporates that, but that's not in the Sean Payton offense. He likes to do a lot of crossing routes, quick throws. Again, right there, two linebackers. Outside linebackers, my apologies. Juju Smith-Schuster coming in motion. Again, this is a clever play call. Great play by number 42. See this play again. Sniffs it out perfectly. You saw this from the Chiefs a lot this year. A lot of those screen passes to Jerick McKinnon. But again, 42 gets off his man. Again, you could see a lot of this from Baron Browning and Gregory. They have the speed to do that. But again, consistently, that's a wait-and-see approach for me. Also, a lot of teams like to do these screen plays against Vance Joseph defenses because they're just a poor tackling unit. See, I'm not going to come on here and kiss the Broncos' ass. You're not going to get that on this channel. I understand 30 subscribers. I don't care about subscriptions or views. I'm just going to give you guys the honest opinion, and I just don't think Vance Joseph is going to elevate this defense like some people are saying. Like, people are saying that he's going to keep this defense as a top 10 level. I think it's going to take a big drop this year just due to the fact that you don't have the player personnel that people are clamoring that they say they have. And also, I just don't think with a Vance Joseph team and a Matt Patricia linebackers coach, and you also kept the defensive line coach that really didn't do much at all, and he also didn't have a lot to work with outside of a DJ Jones. Draymond Jones didn't do shit, and I can see the Broncos overpaying for Draymond, who fits better as a 4-3, 5-tech hand-in-the-dirt type of player. But again, this is the stuff I look at. I look at technique. I look at what they're running as a defense. Again, it's just, I think Vance Joseph is going to get exposed this year. I just don't think that he's that good of a defense coordinator. Again, you don't have these two guys like a Zaven Collins and Isaiah Simmons. Again, who's going to be the guy that's going to follow the tight end? Who's going to be the guy that's going to cover the slot receiver? Too high safety look again. Again, they can just run on. Good play. Very good play. And who was that? Let's see who that was again. Zach Allen right there, who is a very good interior. This is a guy I would actually get to replace Draymond Jones. He fits a 3-4 defense. Look at that right there. Pushes him back inside. Bam. Good play by Byron Murphy Jr., who they got from Washington. Watch this play right here. Watch Clyde Edwards-Helaire wanting to go inside and watch Zach Allen. Push him back there. Closes it right there. He wants to go inside, cuts back, and then you're going to have Byron Murphy right here come and make the tackle because of Zach Allen. I think Zach Allen would be a very good piece to add to this Broncos defensive line next to DJ Jones. You're going to see on this play right here. He wants to go inside, kicks back, wants to go. Boom, right there. Wants to kick up, kicks back, bam. Very good play by Zach Allen. Zach Allen is the guy that caused that play. Okay, spreads it out. Too high, middle of the field wide open. You're going to see this a lot with Fangio defenses. Spreads them out. 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. Here comes a blitz. Let's see that play again. Let's see the start of that play. Number 45 does a very good job off the edge. Bam. Very good play by number 45. Gets him off his spot there. Still makes a hell of a throw. That's a hell of a throw by Mahomes. Look how quickly he gets that ball out. Right there, wide open. Again, who was that? That's Isaiah Simmons, I believe. Yep. Terrible play by Isaiah Simmons. Gets beat by Juju. Juju's a really good slot receiver. Watch the feet work. Bam. Gets off his break. Bam. Throws the ball. First down, Kansas City. Wow. Again, this is going to be Josie Jewell. You're going to see a lot of Josie Jewell get beat like this. Get prepared. Again. So single high safety look. Again, he likes to bring an extra defender on the field as well, an extra corner. Has a guy wide open here. He had a guy wide open. You're going to see number 17, Mecole Hardman. Right there. He's wide open. You need to throw it now, dude. Patrick Mahomes doing his best Russell Wilson impersonation, holding on to the ball too long. Let's watch Zach Allen here. Zach Allen's number 94. Let's see what he does here. Yeah, it doesn't do much. Number 90 actually gets off Creed Humphrey there. Good play by number 90, getting that pressure up the middle. That's what it does to a quarterback if you haven't noticed. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receiver set. Number 17 coming to motion. Another single high safety look. Wow, what a play. What a play by Travis Kelce. And Broncos are notorious against letting tight ends have good games against them. So this is Isaiah Simmons right here. Poor technique from Isaiah Simmons. Gets beat there. Wow. Let's see this play again. Watch him get off the... Wow, look at that footwork. Lobs it up there. Touchdown, Kansas City. So this is what you're going to get a lot from Vance Joseph defenses. Vance Joseph defenses, I think, for stats, if you're into stats, I think this is going to be a great defense for you. But in terms of on-the-field success and film-wise, I think that this is a very overrated defense. I think that with the likes of not having a J.J. Watt, Zach Allen, I think, is more of a tweener. I think he would be better than Draymond Jones. He fits that 3-4 mold. I want to check more into that Lawrence. I'll do a little bit more digging on him. I don't wonder if he's a free agent. He'd be a good depth piece for the Denver Broncos, but I don't see the Denver Broncos going to get him. He might come and follow Joseph. But anyway, with Vance Joseph defenses, I explained it. Poor tackling units. Middle of the fields are always wide open. Run defense, I think, is going to take a major step back than what you saw from Ezra. I think that's one thing Ezra did really well was closing those gaps. I thought the Denver Broncos front seven were good tackling units when they were on their A game. But again, how far in between that is, we don't know. But I don't know. I think that this is an Elway hire all the way. I think the film clearly shows that in terms of what we saw in Denver in 2017, 2018. I mean, the defenses weren't all that spectacular with Vance Joseph. And what you had in 2017, 2018 is a lot better than what he's going to have coming in right now. So, I think this is more of a retread hire than anything. Bringing in Matt Patricia makes absolutely no sense as a linebacking coach. His linebacking, in terms of what he had in Detroit, was god awful. He could never get the linebacking right. He had guys like Jamie Collins, who he overpaid, Ty Vi, who he got from Hawaii, Jared Davis, who didn't amount to anything from Florida. So again, it's more of the same thing with the Denver Broncos. Square peg, round hole. I think the Denver Broncos defense is better suited as a 4-3 unit. I would have liked to see them go get a Chris Richard or something like that, a 4-3 defense. But again, nobody wants to come to this Broncos organization because they've burned so many bridges with coaches. So let me know what you guys think in the comment sections below. I just don't think the Vance Joseph hire is really going to amount to anything. I just think it's another Trust 2.0 John Elway hire, and I think John Elway is still in the building.